Recent polls suggest, of course, you can't go by polls, but the recent polls suggest that President Trump could get blown out with regard to the popular vote in the 2020 presidential elections. And the reason for that is that you don't have a Hillary Clinton to kick around. Yes, Joe Biden is brain dead. Yes, he's corrupt, but he's not at the level of Hillary Clinton. And in fact, during the last election, Hillary Clinton's negatives were about the same as President Trump's alleged negatives. Of course, I didn't feel that there were negatives, but now Biden's negatives are significantly less than Trump. And the problem is that when you're in charge and things are going badly, and they are going badly, let's be blunt, with regard to COVID-19 and the relief, there's not a clear message coming out of the White House on what we should be doing. The president has left it to state governors to continue these draconian orders to imprison you if you stay in home. Is just one example in Los Angeles, and that's the mayor, coupled with what the governor has done. And of course, I brought a lawsuit against the governor for actor and writer Ben Stein. They're completely quarantined to their home until the end of July. So it's heating up and things are not looking good. The economy will not be in great shape. It'll be much worse even by the time the first week in November rolls around when there are elections. And this is the predicament that we're in. Now, of course, you know that I don't tell people who to vote for as the head of Freedom Watch. I do support the president. I'll tell you who I'll vote for personally, and that's President Trump. But the reality here is that he is in trouble. And it's time that people started to pay attention to that and to be honest about it. And I suspect that the Democrats will find a reason to get rid of Joe Biden before the general election. They'll pull the plug. I mean, the guy might even have a stroke. It looks like he's on the verge of something with his neurological problems. He can't think straight. He can't see straight. And he can't speak straight. And so this is what you have to plan for. Now, what's important now is that we, the people, rise up and do what we need to do and help the president. And that's what we're doing with our case of COVID-19, our class action in Dallas, Texas. We're seeking damages from the Communist Chinese. His cowardly attorney general will do nothing, has done nothing. The only thing he's ever done was to drop the prosecution, and that's not a done deal yet, of General Michael Flynn. And he did that. Michael Flynn is a Washington insider. As much as I like the general, made some mistakes, but I like the general. He's a patriot, and he should not have to undergo that kind of prosecution. But on the other side of the coin, that's the only thing this attorney general's ever done. He hasn't in any way pulled back the appeal on my clients, the Bundys. He hasn't indicted Comey. He hasn't indicted McCabe. He hasn't indicted Brennan and Clapper or the Lovebirds or Bruce Orr or the Obamas and the Clintons. And now he says President Obama is off limits because he was president. He's also off limits. And let's be blunt, I'm a civil rights lawyer and I respect the rights of all minorities. But if you are a certain minority in this country, and President Obama is an African American and half Muslim, you get a free pass a lot of the times. People are scared to take that on because they'll call you a racist. You know, everybody should be equal in terms of respect for the law and having to pay a price if you violate the law. But that's not this attorney general. He's a political hack. He's Washington establishment. That's what you get, and that's what we always get as attorney general. So therefore, the reason for being for Freedom Watch and yours truly is to be your private justice department, to bring cases against the Communist Chinese, to pay for the damage they have done health-wise and to our economy, to hold them accountable criminally with our International Criminal Court case in The Hague, Holland, and our case in Jerusalem, Israel, and more cases to follow. And that's why we need your support. Sign up to see if you qualify to be a plaintiff. Go to freedomwatchusa.org, freedomwatchusa.org. You can also find this podcast and link into our internet site. Sign up, contribute with tax-deductible contributions. What we're doing is very expensive, and we're doing it worldwide, not just in this country. And support our other cases. I mean, we have cases against Pete Buttigieg and Elizabeth Warren in my personal capacity. You can go to larryklayman.com and see that. Cases with regard to the social media who have discriminated against conservatives. That's in front of the D.C. Circuit Court right now. and cases for defamation against a lot of people who are out there trying to do things like Laura Loomer and Jerry Corsi and Judge Roy Moore and others. And they get smeared and they get destroyed in the media. Sheriff Arpaio is another one. So go to freedomwatchusa.org and support us, because we are your Justice Department. We are unafraid. I am unafraid. And you cannot be afraid. And that's the moral to the story here is the president's been pulling punches. And he's doing it on bad advice from advisors, the same way that he wound up with these rhino Republican judges that lack the courage to do what needs to be done. So you must support us. And by supporting us, you are supporting the President of the United States, because we are doing things which his Attorney General does not have the guts to do. And I'm supportive of the President. So I urge you to go to freedomwatchusa.org, sign up for our class action to see if you qualify, support our criminal case in The Hague against the communist Chinese. We talk with a clear message and we're unafraid. And share this podcast at freedomwatchusa.org, at iTunes, at Spotify, at Roku, at Amazon Fire, at Facebook, at Twitter. It's all over the place. Get the word out. We tell the truth at Radio America, and we tell the truth at freedomwatchusa.org. We don't do things to boost ratings or to make money like Fox News does and Sean Hannity. We do it because we believe in it. I don't have to read the same script every single day because I'm not smart enough to figure out anything new. I come up with new ideas each day for you, and I welcome your ideas. You can send me your ideas, because we need to save this country. We need to save the Republic. We need to rise up as we did in 1776 and wage a second American Revolution peacefully and legally before we lose everything. And we're on the verge of losing everything right now, in addition to what's going on with the communist Chinese and COVID-19. If the president goes down, we're going to turn into a communist socialist gulag in short order. We're already halfway there. So God bless you. God bless America. God save America. Stay safe. I'll be back after the holiday with a new special edition of our podcast. And listen to my radio show this weekend at freedomwatchusa.org on the podcast. We're going to have Klayman Bundy and we're going to have Jason Goodman as guests, and listen to what they have to say. And stay safe. Thank you for listening to me. God bless you and God bless America.